Alright, picture this. You snag a certification and suddenly your bank account starts doing a happy dance to the tune of tens of thousands more dollars a year. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But apparently it's the buzz in the IT world.
Oh, powerful motivator is an understatement. People are practically tripping over themselves to get their hands on these high-value certs. It's like finding a cheat code for your career.
Okay, so let's pull back the curtain on this Cisco 300-735 SAUTO exam. What in the cybersecurity world is it really? And why is everyone suddenly saying it's the golden ticket?
All right, so the SAUTO exam, imagine network security and programming had a baby. This is it. It's all about automating security in Cisco land. You're looking at a brisk 90-minute sprint, about 61 questions for a cool 300. They'll throw everything at you from RESTful APIs and data models to firewalls, cloud security, DNS, the whole shebang. It's basically a cornerstone for both the CCNP security and DevNet professional tracks.
Okay, so we know what's in the SAUTO exam, but let's get to the juicy part. What does actually crushing this thing do for your career? Like, seriously, what are we talking about in terms of earning potential?
Oh, let's absolutely dive into the tangible benefits. We always hear these whispers about certs being career rocket fuel, but can you really paint a picture for our listeners? What does a CCNP actually do for someone's paycheck and their LinkedIn inbox?
Oh, trust me, the numbers don't lie. They're pretty eye-popping. We're talking about the majority of CCNP salaries in the US hovering comfortably between $91,000 and $134,000 annually. And for the real high flyers, north of $150,000. Cha-ching!
Whoa! That's not just a jump, that's a full-on career leap. I've seen stats too showing certified pros can pull in up to 40% more than their non-certified buddies. It's like finding the master key to roles like Cisco Network Security Engineer or even Senior Cisco Network Engineer.
Alright, so with those kinds of paychecks and fancy job titles flying around, what's the big picture here? What's the industry screaming for, and how does just having that CCNP make you stand out from the crowd?
It's practically shouting at us that the industry is in a full-blown frenzy for folks who can automate security. Seriously, just knowing how to poke at a firewall isn't cutting it anymore. You need to be able to code it, to automate it. That certification, it's basically a giant neon sign to employers saying, hey, this person has the cutting-edge, in-demand skills you're literally losing sleep over.
Okay, so the career prospects are undeniably enticing. Now, for everyone listening who's thinking, all right, I want a piece of that action. How do resources like SPOTO actually come into play and help you conquer an exam this crucial?
SPOTO makes a rather bold claim, 100% pass guaranteed for the 300-735 exam. Now, that's a big promise. How on earth do they pull that off? And what exactly are they handing out to candidates to back that up?
All right, so their secret sauce, if you will, is providing what are affectionately known as exam dumps. The latest, freshest exam questions and their answers. They've got this curated pool of 100 to 200 questions that they claim are straight from the horse's mouth, the most recent versions of the actual exam. But it's not just a pile of questions. They throw in personalized support too, like tutors who actually help you map out a study timetable. Pretty neat.
Okay, hold on a minute. Exam dumps and guaranteed passes can sometimes raise an eyebrow or two. How do you square that circle? How do you explain SPOTO's actual value proposition here, making it clear it's not just about brainlessly memorizing answers, but about something more strategic?
Totally fair, and that's exactly the misconception. The real value isn't just getting a sneak peek at the questions. It's about strategic laser focus. Since they're constantly updating that question pool, you're literally studying the most current, most relevant stuff out there. And that support? It helps you decode the patterns, understand the logic behind the questions, making your prep ridiculously efficient. It's about cutting through the noise and hitting exactly what you need to pass.
So it's less of a winding road and more of a superhighway. It sounds like acing an exam like the 300-735 SAUTO isn't just about adding a fancy bullet point to your resume. It's a deliberate, calculated stride straight into a seriously high-paying career in security automation.
Bingo. In a world where cyber threats are basically doing acrobatics to evolve every single day, this kind of smart, continuous learning and strategic certification isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It's absolutely non-negotiable. It's how you basically build a fortress around your career for the future.